Hey guys, welcome to Zatu. I'm Zane.
And I'm Josh.
And you're watching another unboxing edition where we're looking today at Vikings Gone Wild. A deck building game where you can attack your opponents and smash up their buildings for glory.
Yes indeed, and it looks great from the offset, so I'm going to take a look inside. Okay, so we start with the rulebook, which again has got similar artwork to the front cover on there. Roughly around 14 pages long.
That's quite a bit of a read.
Then we have some tokens.
Oh, this is the best part.
There's a load of different tokens on there, but I know which one you're going to
I'm
go to.
going to go for the straight for the first one. And would you like to tell while I get it out what it is?
So that is Mjolnir, otherwise known as Thor's hammer, and
which
this
is very Viking-esque.
Very Viking-esque, and this is actually the first player token. Yes.
Right, so we're moving on. What have we got?
Moving on, I believe we have the player boards.
Okay.
Just,
nicely packaged together.
Yep.
If you can get in there.
There we go. Put that to one side. So, just a couple there.
Thank you. Yeah, so you can see that your character token, the big one, will go in there.
Yep.
So if you've got Thor, you've put him there.
Yep.
Nicely set.
You've got space for your discard pile, your card deck, your active missions, which you'll have two of during the game, and you get a nice missions completed pile with a nice gold edge to it. Okay, moving on, we have the game board.
Oh, it's very visual, very big.
Yes, and you have the Draco character in the middle there.
And of course, at the bottom here, you've got where you keep track of your victory points.
Yep.
So if you have a 3-player game, you would stop at 30, a 4-player game at 40, and then so on, going from there. I like the artwork. It's very plain and simple. Bit of extra sort of animation going on down here.
Let's get the beer out.
It's the best part of the game. It's all about beer.
Yep.
You can tell this would be a game that I'll be playing a lot, maybe with the beer in hand or two.
Or three. If you feel it.
That might be pushing a bit far. I do want to win this game. I don't want to be sort of lying on the floor halfway through.
That's true. Well, that's a good excuse if you lose.
That is
I had
true.
too many beers.
But you never hold it down though.
No, that's true. So, brown resource, which were originally just cubes, but this was swiftly changed to actual beer barrels.
Like a keg.
Yep, which is great. It's a good job they changed it, because you know what I'm like saying? If these were left as cubes, I'd be on their case.
You would be. Maybe you were on their case, and that's what I think they changed it before you got on their case.
Maybe they watched our YouTube channel and saw.
I think they probably did.
Yeah.
I love that. That just added a little characteristic. It's just perfect.
So we're left with cards.
And they're neatly packed too.
Neatly packed, again with this little bit of...
I'm very happy that they didn't put them in plastic.
They're such a pain.
It is an absolute mission.
You just sat there for ages trying to just get any opening you can. We have almost looks like a little cheat card. It tells you exactly how each round works. So there's essentially 4 phases of each round before the round ends. So you've got a production phase, a drawing phase, a player's phase, and a storage phase.
Well, to start off with, I've got the Town Hall card.
Okay.
So every player will have one of these to begin with, and there's 3 levels to the Town Hall. So to begin with, everyone's a level 1, so you can only build a maximum of 3 buildings. But of course, to level 2 and to level 3, you can pay to build more. So for example, to upgrade from a Town Hall level 1 to a level 2, you will need to pay 3 gold bars. And then once you have a level 2, if you want to, you'll be able to build 6 buildings, which is great. So the more buildings you build, the more buildings I get to smash up as an opposing player.
Yep.
And if you want to upgrade to level 3, it would cost you 6 gold bars. And then once you have a level 3, there's no limit to the amount of buildings you can build. Some other cards I've got this mission cards, which are nice and blue. You can tell distinctly those are them.
Yep.
So the first one I've got, for example, I've got attacker. So succeed in attack against a building. So pretty much all you need to do is start an attack, and then you get 1 victory point, which is if you complete that.
Yep.
And you got some other ones. You get a worker, you buy a building card, you get another point. And obviously the points go up. So another one's an architect. Own at least 5 different types of building. You get 3 points.
So the most difficult missions give you the most points, as you'd expect.
And like gold, if you have 4 gold bars stored, you get another 3 points.
Yep.
Innkeeper. I do like the names of them. You got innkeeper, so own a tavern. It's very simple. Brewer, own 3 breweries, 2 points.
And I also have the really nice divine power cards.
You can tell they're a little bit different in the way the graphics have gone on the rest of those. Do stand out a lot more.
It's almost like a comic strip. And with the gold edge, you know these are important. These are the most important cards within the game.
Sort of win you the game, or in fact lose you the game.
Yeah, like the Odin's Path cards, these can really mix it up a bit. You know, time manipulation, draw 3 cards. Treasure chest, you can pick up 3 kegs of beer or 3 bars of gold. Yeah, it goes on and on. There's so many different options here.
Right, so I'm going to talk about the attack and defense cards.
Yep.
So when you start the game, every player starts with 2 warrior cards, which give you 1 fighting point, which is clearly marked at the bottom. And I might say that the character that you go to fight with,
Yep.
you may need some backup. It looks like his helmet's too big and the shield's the size of his beard.
Maybe it's got secret strength.
But throughout the game, you can pick up attack cards and defense cards. And again, going on to the names, I quite like the names.
Yep.
You have Bone Crusher,
Ooh.
who gives you 4 attack points. But he will cost you. He's going to cost you 5 kegs of beer.
Wow.
And he looks like he could probably drink that much in one sitting.
He needs a few pints before he starts crushing bones.
I think he does. And we have the Elf Archer, which I wouldn't associate too much with Vikings,
No.
having elves, but still effective. It costs you 3 beers and will give you 2 attack points.
He looks like Robin Hood to me.
And then you have the big daddy of your attack, the Pigator, and he's going to cost you a pretty penny. He's going to cost you 4 kegs of beer and 3 bars of gold.
Wow.
But he's going to give you 6 attack points.
Okay. It's worth it.
It
Just
is.
about.
And then to match that, you have your defensive cards, starting with a cannon, which adds up to 2 defensive points for your building, but it's going to cost you 2 bars of gold. You're going to have your chicken tower. Again, adds to the imagination.
Yep.
And you even got a little picture of there with a massive crossbow on top with a chicken there ready to be fired. And this will add 3 defensive points to your building for that round and will cost you 3 bars of gold.
Chicken power.
But we do have a big daddy of your defense, which is your sheep cannon. I said sheep. So it seems like the animals are the way to go if you want to defend something. But it's also important to know on each turn that you can only be attacked once.
Okay.
Which does bring in I wouldn't say a strategic aspect into it, but looking at what everybody else is doing, especially if you have more attack cards and you're left with somebody who doesn't have a lot to offer,
Yep.
maybe can make you think of what you're going to do throughout the game. So that brings a different aspect into it of a deck building game, more sort of avenues to think about, which I quite like.
Yeah, it's nice.
So I quite like the game and how it's coming out. What do you think, Josh?
Yeah, I think it's clear to see why this game was such a big hit on Kickstarter at the start of the year. I mean, it looks amazing, it sounds amazing, and I can't wait to play it. All the different options within the game that can throw a spanner in the works, if you like. You know, you've got your divine favourite cards, Odin's Path cards, and the fact that you're kind of battling for gold and beer.
I think it just adds that extra aspect to it. You know, it looks very distinct. You can tell what every card is and what every card does.
Yep.
You know, you won't have to read too much of the rules. I think you probably can go through the game and figure out what's happening. Yeah, it's very simple to understand.
Yeah, and even if you are struggling, you've got a little cheat card here.
Yeah. And on the back of it, it tells you how to attack and how to defend.
Yeah. So the guys over at Lucky Duck Games have really thought of everything, which is why it did so well, got so many backers, and it's why they've got 3 expansions already available.
I was going to say, you know, there's more to this game than just a deck building game, and the expandability that that comes with it, I think will offer a lot more in the long run.
Yeah.
So I'll be interested to see what the expansions offer. So that'll be something that I'll look forward to seeing.
Exactly. And I can just say that actually one of the expansions called Ragnarok.
Oh, coming down to the Thor Ragnarok movie coming out in
Yep.
November, which we know we're all excited about.
Indeed. So there's lots of links to, you know, the Marvel universe and How to Train Your Dragon.
Of course.
Of course.
And that comes down to theme. A lot of games, for me especially, like I indulge in games with theme.
Yeah.
And Vikings is a great theme, and it's fun. You know, from the outset, from the artwork and the graphic design on the box,
Yep.
it just looks that kind of fun game you want to get involved with. You know, a Viking riding a bear with a pint of beer in his hand. That's the type of game that I think, you know, I'd love to get involved with. And you can see from the outset, it looks fantastic. Everything has got a place, and you can definitely tell what each piece does.
Yep. Great game, and I can't wait to play it.
Yeah.
And of course, we have just taken stock of Vikings Gone Wild, so it is available
Fantastic.
right now on zatu.co.uk.
Yeah, just follow that link down in our description section. It'll lead you straight to it.
Yep.
You won't have to look any further. Well, guys, I think that's it from the unboxing here of Vikings Gone Wild. I think we've had one hell of a wild time. You like what I did there?
Yeah, very good, Zane, very good.
Don't forget to like this video and share it with your friends. And if you haven't done so, click on that subscribe button. And we'll see you next time. Thanks, guys.